Peace, everybody. This is Medicine Man reporting live. Today we're talking about this book that we are coming out with. A lot of people have been asking me for years, for probably over the last 5 years, Medicine Man, where's the book? Where's the book? And I've been working on it very hard, and very strong, and compiling information and going back and forth with different experienced and skilled root workers on what would be the best course of action as far as delivering information to people who are new to the culture and don't understand how the culture works from a living perspective. And so what we did is I compiled a lot of information from conversations and research and, different things and my experiences and my own personal knowledge, a tidbit of that too. We added in there, and we came up with, the Ancestral Hoodoo Handbook. And I think it's very instrumental. It would be very instrumental in people's practices to figure out what path and direction they should actually take in regards to uncovering their spiritual destiny. So this book, Ancestral Hoodoo Handbook, has a lot of great information inside of it on thinking like a root worker. I think that was more important in creating this book rather than giving people a book of spells and potions and different things like that. I think staying away for this particular book, staying away from the spells and incantations and petitions and focusing more on the mind state that a root worker should have in order to effectively work their roots. I think that was more important, and I think we accomplished that goal by by actually delivering this information in a concrete form. And it's very, very, very understandable. It's an easily readable book with a lot of wisdom and understandings for people, like I say, who don't have any understanding of what root working is. It's also a benefit to everyone's library, I think, for the most part, in having a book from an African American. Definitely, I'm a Geechee Gullah from South Carolina. Having a book written by us, for us, I think that's very important because oftentimes we gather information from sources that don't have our best interests in mind. And when we practice information that come from those sources, it's just hard to put it all together and really feel the truth of it. So what I've done is I've taken a lot of information from my mind and my heart and my experiences, kind of compiled it all together, just a thought process, the thinking process. Because once you understand the thinking process of how to think like a root worker, a lot of the formulas and potions and different dirts and powders that you would actually put together, you would definitely be spirit-led to put these things together, and these formulas would have a definite significance to you in your life and in your voodoo and your hoodoo. It would definitely be a powerful tool that you'll be able to use once you're being spirit-led to actually get that information. So for the most part, I wanted to give you guys just a brief synopsis of how the book would be. It's going to be an awesome book. I wrote it, I read it several times, and I'm a critic to my own self, but I'm a critic with books. A lot of people who know me in my personal life know I don't read books like that. And they'll tell you that, Medicine Man is critical of books. And people ask me, what's a good book that I should read on voodoo or hoodoo? And I'm looking at them like, you know what I mean? So it's more or less on the flavor like, one of the biggest critics against books, wrote a book. So it changed my perspective and on everything I kind of perceive about books. I think that books are good as far as a basic foundation of information to understand what you're getting involved in. And then after you understand or gather, books are part of the gathering process of gathering information about something before you get into it. And I think that this book would be very instrumental in helping people gather information on root working, gather information on hoodoo, the culture, the way of living, the life, how the people actually thought and lived before they make a decision to say, well, this is what I want for myself. That's very important, and I think I delivered that wholeheartedly so that people could understand where it all came from, and it's just impartial about the origins of hoodoo, because hoodoo has so many different origins that all kind of meshed together and brought about this unique system of cultural magic that just floods the African American community. So for the most part, this book is ideal in explaining that phenomenon to everybody, and I think that you guys would absolutely enjoy it from a basic perspective of what root working is. So this is Medicine Man. I'm signing out, but I'm letting you guys know that on Friday, this Friday, we are having a live Spreaker root working show. Swamp Wata TV, Swamp Wata Rootz Radio is going live Friday, and we'll be doing live shows and interviewing some phenomenal people. There's many people in the spiritual community worthy of mention, and we're going to be interviewing these people, and we're going to be talking about hoodoo. We're going to be talking about voodoo. We're going to be talking about Palo Mayombe. We're going to be talking about Ifa. We're going to be talking about, and we're going to be talking with Paleros and Tatas, and we're going to be talking with Babalawos and Awos. So it's going to be a phenomenal show where we're going to just have a plethora of information for everybody to learn from and to get the right ideas about the cultures that they're practicing. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys Friday. It's going to be Friday night at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock p.m., that's right. Friday at 9 p.m., we're going to be live talking about voodoo, hoodoo, Palo Mayombe, and the great mesh of African indigenous culture in America. The great mesh of African culture in America. And it's going to be a phenomenal show. We're going to have some interesting people there and some very dynamic topics. And I know we got some very creative viewers that's going to have some awesome questions. And we're going to just pick the brains of the people that we're going to have here and have a nice time and gathering with uncovering a lot of the misconceptions about African religions and African spiritual cultures in America. So this is Medicine Man. Catch us this Friday at 9 o'clock. Right on my page, you'll find the link for my Spreaker podcast show, Swamp Wata Rootz TV, Swamp Wata Rootz Radio. And we're going to be doing it live. We're going to go in depth with a lot of things this week. So it's Friday at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Friday, we're going to be getting busy. Swamp Wata Rootz Radio, Swamp Wata Rootz TV. All right? So y'all take care. Be blessed. This is Medicine Man. Hope to see everyone soon, and we'll be talking to you soon. Peace.